Bear with me. Wow, what a night, not only for the team I'm representing tonight, but all these amazing women in this room tonight. It's an honor to be here and a part of it. It's an honor to represent the team I was lucky enough to coach in 2019. I probably spent the last few weeks or months trying to figure out how in 5 minutes I can sum up what this team meant for Kansas tennis. One of the most important things was, as I got the itinerary early this week, I was hoping I wasn't going to follow Coach Bouchard because he's really good at this stuff and I'm not as good. But then I noticed I was batting leadoff tonight, and that made me a little nervous too. So I guess you can't get everything you want. How to put this team into words and what they achieved. And I wrote a bunch of stuff down, and then I realized I'm not going to be able to read it and talk to you from the heart at the same time. So it's probably going out the window, which is a little dangerous. Really, the 2019 women's tennis team here at Kansas was the culmination of 4 hard years of work. A lot of that, the core of that group is here tonight and going to be honored individually as well. They came in 2016, made 3 straight NCAA tournaments, and then going into 2018-19, had different goals. I think they were a group that wasn't satisfied. We returned 4 returners on that team. 3 of them are being honored tonight, and that tells you how special they were individually. And then we added 4 really talented newcomers. And so as a coaching staff, we really knew we had the makings of a really good team. But as a coach, you know talent only gets you to the doorstep. It's grit, it's hard work, it's perseverance. It's the willingness to do things that are uncommon and that others won't do that get you through the door. And this is what this group said they wanted to do. They wanted to do some things that hadn't been done in Kansas tennis in a long, long time. They had done some of those things already, but they weren't satisfied with that. And so, you know, as we talk about that season that year, you know, it started off really well. We had a really good start to the season, and in the coaching, we had some lunch today with a couple of them, and they probably would tell this story a little different than I did. But there was a couple moments in that season that I think were key. There was after a win we had as a coaching staff, maybe we felt like we won a match that we should win, but how we won it, we weren't really satisfied with. And I think there was a little bit of pushback from the group over that situation. And so kind of as a coaching staff, we took a step back and we're like, well, what do you guys want to accomplish and achieve? So we kind of allowed them to lead things a little bit. And a few weeks later, we went to Oklahoma State for our first conference match of the season. And we got our tails kicked. We got beat bad. And it wasn't how we planned on starting the conference season. But we had a big meeting that night, and I think that was the turning point of that team, of where are you willing to go, what are you willing to do, how do you really want to, especially these 3 seniors, the 3 seniors on that team that are here with us tonight, being inducted individually, how do you want to finish your career at Kansas? And collectively as a group, they decided they wanted to be different. And we won 10 straight matches at one point after that. Special group. Went on to win the Big 12 championship, tournament championship, won the first 2 rounds as we hosted here at our tennis facility. That hadn't been done in a long time. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years that the different things this group kept doing, and ended the season at Stanford against the defending national champions. While it was heartbreaking how we ended up losing 4-3 on Stanford's home courts, the heart that group had was amazing. And there's a picture somewhere of those 3 or 4 young ladies. They were crushed, but they also accomplished so much, that group did. Stanford obviously went on to win back-to-back national championships that year and won the next 3 matches easily. So I will sit here proudly saying I think we were the 2nd best team in the country that year. But this was an uncommon group, as all these young women are here tonight. And the one thing I'd be remiss without saying, we have 4 of them here tonight. And I'm glad they could be here. We have some that aren't here tonight. We have some that are out of the country and couldn't make it. We have one that's starting a new job this week. But that group, Nina Himenskaya, Yanette Koch, Nastia Richagova, Sonia Smagina, Malkia Ngunawe, Julia Deming, Plobrung Plapuich, they were a special group. And last thing, and I'll wrap it up, it takes a village, as we all know. And to stand up here and act like it had anything to do with me would be wrong, and it wouldn't be right. But that staff, my assistant coach at the time, Caroline Lilly, our strength coach, Ryan McNerlin, athletic trainer, Matt Townsend, Dr. Phil, our academic advisor, Carrie Gallagher, that keeps everything together. Aaron Penning stepped up and did a great job with our communications that year. Aaron Carboon with nutrition, Larry Harry in equipment, and really special to me, who gets to have 2 teams here tonight, is Jim Marchione, my sports supervisor that year. But thank you so much. There's no way I can put into words, and I probably didn't do it close to justice of what this team did to put Kansas tennis back on the map. And I'll luckily get a chance to speak about these young women here in a little bit individually. But I thank you so much, and so proud to be here, not only for our women's tennis team, but a part of this amazing event, and then as a coach here at the University of Kansas. Thank you.